Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols and I'm here to bring you your Nichols Worth. And today from Tyndale and Next Publishing, we have the Manga Messiah Bible. Now they used to have the full Manga Bible. It is actually out of print. You can still get that on eBay, but the prices are kind of all over the place. This is a paperback and it does not have a sewn binding, so that's something you may want to keep in mind. But let's take a look at this thing. It's actually pretty neat. They have several different manga themes that Tyndale has, and this one focuses on the Messiah. There's several others. I'll put those links in the video description in case you want to get the whole series. It does open traditionally, according to the Western world. Most of your manga would open backward, but this one opens forward. But as you can see, it is full color. It's broken up into chapters and themes. It starts obviously with the birth, and look, they use Yeshua. I love they use the Hebrew rendering of Jesus and his mother as well, so I thought that was really kind of neat. So once you get into the story, I like that they even use the name Yosef for the name of Joseph. So they kind of stick with the Hebrew renderings there. And of course, this thing begins at the beginning where Jesus is born, announced of an angel. Really cool artwork. This thing looks really sharp. And each chapter is introduced by a theme, and then it gives you the scripture references at the bottom of the page where this is being addressed. One cool thing about the Manga Bible that's out of print is it actually has the full NLT text with it. So as we travel through the story, one thing you do need to know is this is all four Gospels condensed in chronological order. There is a little bit of interpretation that happens here and there, so this is not really a direct translation. This is more kind of a paraphrase or retelling of the story in manga form. I read the entire thing and I didn't see anything in here that would cause me concern. There was one little spot where the apostles seemed to have automatically understood the parables of Jesus when I actually had to explain it to him, but I don't consider that a big deal at all. I thought that was interesting where the angel flew away and the feathers kind of blew off. I thought that was kind of funny because we don't see any that have actual wings in the scripture other than the seraphim and those that are actually staying in heaven. As we go through the story, we walk through the life of Jesus, his calling of the disciples, the angelic involvement, his journey toward Jerusalem, each year at the Passover, how he kind of amped things up as each Passover came. Then by the fourth Passover, of course, that's the one where he was crucified. But I really love the artwork. I love that it's full color. And I did not have any trouble reading through this. I read through this probably in about an hour and a half. So it's a very easy, simple read, a good synopsis of all four Gospels. And if you have a child that maybe doesn't express a lot of interest in the scripture, this could be kind of a doorway to get them in. Now, it is going to struggle to lay flat. This isn't going to be a desktop. It's going to be something you read in your hand. But once you get to the end, after Jesus is crucified and once he resurrects from the dead, there's some interesting little features in the back. So I want to take you to those. First of all, it gives you kind of an area map, lets you know the times and places that you see mentioned during the life of Jesus. It goes through Nazareth, Bethlehem, and explains each one of these, the Sea of Galilee, and it kind of gives you a scene that you've seen throughout this text in order to be able to kind of tie yourself to what was going on at that place and at that time. It also gives you the characters. It gives you Joseph and Miriam, Zechariah and Elizabeth, John the Baptist, the two Herods, Herodias, Nicodemus, the Pharisees and scribes, and kind of gives you a breakdown of each one of them. And then finally, it gives you a breakdown of each of the 12 apostles. Now, it does advertise for the Manga Bible, but again, that is out of print. You can get it secondhand. Generally speaking, you get it between 15 and 20 bucks, but this thing is actually quite affordable. This is well under $20, and I actually think it's a great tool and a great resource. Manga is growing in popularity all across the world. A lot of it is very sexualized, and a lot of it is very steeped in Eastern religion, so it's really nice to have a Bible that uses the same format, but uses it for good purposes. So there you have it. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nichols Worth.